Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, chilling here in my beautiful clothes poncho. The shirt, really. Okay, don't mind me. I was sorting through a little bit. I got some weights beside me here. I've got random yarns that I had misplaced under my chair. I am doing a whole bunch of cleaning on the side as usual, right? That is like my whole life. Crochet and cleaning. And my kids. Thank goodness my husband does the cooking. Alrighty. So today I'm working on my poncho because I've been giving it a lot of attention to my bag. I think I found a new way of doing a different type of strap. So that's exciting. Watch out for that. I think I'm going to be doing that one for tomorrow. We're going to start one out and see how it works up. I'm quite intrigued. I took like an hour or two looking at all sorts of different types of straps, and I want to try something different this time because I've been doing the same kind of strap for a while. Found my Halloween bags today and a couple more things I need to frog out to make something else. One of them in particular, I need to get that yarn back soon because I got to get it started. And I'm looking for a particular shade of blue, and I'm not finding it. I have lots of blues, not the right blue. So I'm going to have to do something as close as possible, and just hope for the best from there. Anyways, I'm glad you're here, and let's hang out and chat about yarn while we crochet. Love it! Alright, let's try a different angle today. I just felt like doing something a little different. It's okay. It's okay. Learning progress here. Everything's new. Everything's different. I don't mind changing things up once in a while. I'm notorious for redecorating my place. You know what I mean? It's also because sometimes, you get to cleaning behind things and you start moving stuff and I don't feel like putting it back where it was. I want to put it in a new place. I'm still bad for that. I was bad for that as a kid and a teenager, and it just never has stopped. I'm going to try to build my ring for a moment. Okay. So, I got these a little over a month ago, and I'm still on my first one. I like these ones. These ones were really good. I was not expecting them to come in black. Right? My finger still hurts. It's more my knuckle. But I'm able to, as long as I'm taking it easy on it and not stressing it out, like fighting or anything. Not that I do that often. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, so this ring is thicker. It is holding up really well. I use it daily, and that's why I go through them so fast. I do use them daily, and I have to use them with every yarn I ever pick up for some reason, but that's quite all right. Okay, so I had this yarn unmarked, and I've been wondering what kind it was. I thought it was this bougie yarn from Europe. Turns out it's a brunette, and it was a dollar store type yarn. Did not know that, but it matches perfectly, way better than the one I thought it was. So that was a surprise. Can't remember what kind of yarn it was called, but I took a screenshot because I was like, oh, that is exactly what I have. I recognized it right away because it's really cute. Like, it's soft baby yarn, boucle. It's blues and purples and a little bit of white, and it's fluffy. It's cute. I have a similar pink one that we're going to be turning into, my mom's going to knit them into leg warmers with a pink, black bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. wish I was a little further along in my knitting project. I'm going to have to give it some time soon, and affection and attention, because I really don't think like halfway through the first panels I'm going to get it done for Christmas. 2, 3, 4. I mean, I've got arms and ribbing to do. 2, 3, 4. One, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure I can remember how to do ribbing and knitting, but I'll probably just have to look it up just to be on the safe side, because it's been a while. 2, 3, 4. I mean, granted, I haven't done a whole lot of ribbing with knitting. I've done a few different kinds with crochet, but knitting, it's a little more limited. I'm sure I could figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's like knit 1, purl 1, knit 2, purl 2, something along that line. I think I've done both of those. 4, I think. Sounds about right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's super basic, nothing fancy. Remember, I'm super intimidated by things like cables and whatnot. I'm not ready for that yet. Maybe someday, but not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Had to do some cleaning on my ladder today, so that freaked me out. It always gives me the anxiety. I always start imagining like the worst case scenario when I'm up on a ladder. I start thinking about like which way would I fall, what would I fall through, how far of a fall it would be. Just non-stop. I can't make myself stop it, no matter how hard I try. And my place, I have to use a ladder for certain things to clean. I can't reach that ceiling fan in my living room any other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, nobody else will clean it as thoroughly, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I am up on this big ladder, hoping and praying that I'm not going to fall. So that is the extent of my house cleaning today. I dusted some very high up spots, not all of them, but a good chunk of the worst ones. There is a couple cobwebs that are way up at the ceiling, and these are like 35-foot ceilings, so I'm going to need someone taller with my 25-foot extension and some duct tape to make sure everything stays together. It'll all work out. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's so nice and relaxing, and it isn't hurting right now. I am so excited. 2, 3, 4. So maybe I didn't hurt myself as bad as I thought, or I've just been able to actually take care of it for once. That would be lovely if I didn't have a really bad injury. Just something minor. A minor blip. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have so many projects I'm thinking about and looking at, and one of them is I gotta start a wig. 2, 3, 4. So it's a wig, but it's a hat at the same time. So it's going to be a mixture. Or hear me out, because the character she wants to be for Halloween, because of course I'm always thinking of Halloween, and I gotta get this started early, because if I don't, I will be scrambling at the end, and I prefer not to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have an amigurumi from my daughter on the 3rd's birthday that I still need to finish putting together and finishing up a couple pieces for. 2, 3. I just haven't had the want or the need to do it. Let's look at it and I'm like, I don't feel like it today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If it had been rainbow hair, this would have been easy, but because it's a particular shade of blue. So I have to either do a full hat with 2 long ponytails, or I could do like an earmuff type deal where the ponytails, but she's got blondish hair, my daughter, and she'll want all blue, so, and I'm not dyeing her hair. She's too young for that still. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I gotta make a little schoolgirl skirt and all that fun stuff. She'll be wearing leggings anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. It gets pretty cold around here. Halloween. Oh, just 1 moment, please. Alright. Somebody needed some toys, so at least they knocked, right? That's very good. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to have to make either a full beanie, which I'm probably going to have to do, and just put the ponytails on it. 2, 3. I did that with Hello Kitty for 1 year, but baby was not feeling... Oh, that's right. We were getting up this mountainous hill that we have to climb to get to the best spot around for the most children and the most candy, and everything's all decorated, the best place to go trick-or-treating. We were going up the hill and we ended up going over a sharp rock and popped a tire on my ridiculous stroller. I'm sorry, my stroller's not ridiculous. It just doesn't work for where I needed it, because a lot of our areas, like our former, we're one of those places that got rid of our train tracks. We don't have train tracks in my region anymore. They're gone. They tore them up, all gone. Not a single train tracks. There are some going past us, but not right through our community anymore. They were setting fires on the hills near houses, and it was just getting really dangerous because of how dry we are here, so it was a good idea to get rid of them. I totally, I'm torn on it, right? What if we're going to need more trains in the future? Like, are we going to go back to steam engines? I'm always thinking about weird stuff at night. Anyway, so they tore out all of the infrastructure. Everything's gone. There's not a track around there. Nothing's left. They got rid of every single bit of metal, wood, everything. Now is a walking trail. It is away from the road, so you can take your bikes, you can take your strollers, you can take a walk, you can pull your children, you can go from one end of this little valley to the other following this trail most of the way. We won't get into it. It's a lot of political stuff. I don't even quite understand all of it. Let's just say some people feel that this section here is mine and I'm not letting anyone go through it. So that is a whole thing that is being fought all over the place. So I'm staying out of it. As not my monkeys, not my circus. It would be awesome if they could let it just go through and not be a big deal. But, you know, I'm not in charge of it. So anyway, so this is a very fun, lovely trail. But it is basically dirt with lots of rocks, and my stroller is, unfortunately, it was a jogging stroller, which was a fabulous idea in town on a sidewalk. As soon as you get off-roading, the air tires do not do that well. You think they'd be fine, like, you know, a bike or anything else that has blow-up tires that goes on this kind of terrain. No, not at all. So we were going up the hill. It popped. I took her home, changed the tire, and she wanted to go to bed. She didn't care about candy. She was only like 2, maybe 1 year. So she just was not feeling it, and it was dark, and she did not want to go back outside because she doesn't like being outside when it's dark. Maybe on the patio, but that's about as far as I can get her. She will not go outside. So I had to skip trick-or-treating that year, which made me very sad. But at the same time, if I had tried rolling that thing around for hours on end, I would have ended up wrecking the wheel on it. So I had to get it home because she was still there. We didn't have a vehicle. We were walking that night. There was just no point in taking a vehicle up there because there's so many cars, so many kids running back and forth. It's dangerous. 2, 3, 4, and we can walk. We don't live that far. So we thought we'd take a family walk. Blew up her face. But yeah, Know your terrain when you pick a stroller. That's all I can say to anybody who's expecting or a grandparent. Know your terrain. If you have a terrain like we do, where we have a lot of walking trails that are unfinished, not paved, and they are just lots of rocks and all that, get a harder wheel. Just don't. Because, yeah, they might get a bit of a smoother ride, but you're more than likely going to pop your tire. And it's getting pricey now to replace them. I think the first time we had to get a set, it was $20 on Amazon, and now they've jumped to almost $40. I don't need the stroller, so I'm putting it up for sale pretty soon. I just have to clean it up. And by clean it up, give it a tiny vacuum and make sure there's nothing personal left in there, and go grab all the pieces. Because mine has all the bells and whistles. 2, 3, 4. By bells and whistles, I mean it's got a pump to come with it, so in case you're losing air, rain gear, snow gear, and a taller chair. So if you have 2 small children, you can put one in that seat and attach the seat, and you've got a seat for both. So it was a really not a bad stroller. So I take back everything mean I said about it. It served us well. It just didn't do well that night. I'm just a little salty because I missed out on Halloween, and I love Halloween. 4. This particular neighborhood, they go all out. A lot of the people go crazy with their decorations. We got lights, we got fog machines, we got crazy setups all over the place. 2, 3, 4. And I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but my community is in between 2 larger ones. They get Canada Day for fireworks. We get Halloween. So we get a bonfire, there are hot dogs, there's hot chocolate, and a fireworks show at about 8 o'clock. 3, 4. And that usually signals the end of the little kids' fun time, which is fine. Totally good time to be ending it. 2, 3, 4. A little bit older, that's kind of, But if you're a little, 3, 4, it's a good time to go home. But my son was always glad that was the end of the day, because then he can go home and watch scary stuff. Because, veg out in front of scary movies, eating candy all night, can't go wrong with that either. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I think it's a fun idea. 2, 3, 4. Watching a good movie. Thinking about maybe seeing if he wants to watch the original Omens with me. I haven't seen them in so long. Like 2 years. I tried watching them a while ago, and the music kept waking my daughters up. They did not like it, and I love the music. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like the Omen because it's a little more of an actual scare. It's not so gory and stuff like that. It's kind of scary when you really think about the whole background to it. 2, 3, 4. Oh, what is that? Good Omens. They had an Omens type vibe to the first season when they were trying to have a bad person be born. 1, 2, 3, 4. That whole thing was actually the funniest. A little bit of it was kind of not funny, but most of it was really funny because it was just such a mix-up that they were doing. I just love that show. It's really pokes fun at a lot of that. 2, 3, 4. Because I know a lot of people found The Omen quite scary. I'm not sure if I want to see the new one, though. Still debating. 1, 2, 3, 4. I find sometimes I don't like it when they remake things. Certain things I think were wonderful the way they were, and they should just be re-released. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to clean up the audio and make it look a little nicer and a little more polished, cool. Totally okay with that. I wouldn't be able to sit through, like, say, Labyrinth with somebody else playing the Goblin King. David Bowie's no longer with us, and he's the Goblin King. That's it. I know they're doing a prequel, but that's a prequel. I can stretch it a little for that. 2, 3, 4. but that's as far as I can go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My goodness. Anyways, I'm having so much fun actually crocheting, and it's not hurting. I'm going to say thanks so much for joining me here today, and I will see you again soon, and I hope everybody's going to be ready for Halloween. I hope I am too. See you again soon. Bye.